Southern-tier railroad crossing forcing drivers to put their lives on the line?
News 4's Michelle McClintock investigates in this morning's special assignment.
These train tracks see a lot of rail traffic all day and night here in Dunkirk. It's not uncommon for these gates to go up and down several times a day. When the trains go by here on Middle Road, the crossing gates are supposed to go right up, but we've heard that's not always the case.
You can sit here half hour, 45 minutes easy.
Jim LANDFIELD is a trucker who crosses the tracks several times a day to make deliveries to the Purina plant on the other side of the tracks. And that's where veteran trucker Randolph Todd was headed on the morning of January 12th. Officials say Todd drove around the crossing gates. His big rig was struck by an Amtrak train, and the 51-year-old trucker was killed instantly. Officials say that these crossing gates were down at the time that Randolph Todd drove his semi around them. It's not an uncommon thing here in Dunkirk on Middle Road. We've talked to other drivers who've done the same thing before. Drivers like PATSY BENNICE. Have you ever gone around the gates?
Yes, but not after the accident.
I've seen cars go around them.
Dan KOHLER is a former trucker who has spent plenty of time waiting here.
The crossing be down, I'd wind up having to back up a half mile down the road to turn around and go around.
You can call the CSX transportation line to report the problem.
There's times these gates, there's nothing there, and they're down, and you're sitting there and you're waiting and waiting and waiting. You call their number, they never send anybody out.
I have called the railroad police, City of Dunkirk police before.
Dunkirk Police Chief David Ortolano says he knows people do go around them after long wait times.
If you have to wait 10 minutes, if you have to wait an hour, you find an alternate route.
There was a video camera on board the Amtrak train. Chief Ortolano viewed the tape and says you can hear the whistle blowing before the train comes around the bend.
It just takes a matter of seconds. The train horn sounds again for a third time, and then just shows the impact.
We contacted CSX and asked about long waits at crossing gates. They didn't respond to the question, but they released a statement that says that CSX continues to cooperate with the investigation and to express concern for the driver of the vehicle involved in this tragic collision. Now, it is a violation of New York State traffic law to go around crossing gates when they are down. In the newsroom, Michelle McClintock, News 4 Wake Up.